My God, who could have imagined a road trip would turn into a bloody hellish journey? A couple flees through the wilderness desert while playing cards. At dusk, they finally stumble upon a motel. The fat man eyes the girl like prey. Little do they know, this motel is a cannibal family slaughterhouse. The fat man should have dragged the sack out into the wilderness, but was interrupted by an unexpected couple. He watched them secretly from the sidelines. After they left, he dragged the sack behind him, sprinting into the shadows. A blood-stained high-heeled shoe slipped from the sack's opening. Then he proceeded to dismember the corpse. Inside the room, the girl, fresh from her shower, witnessed the entire scene. Terrified, she trembled uncontrollably on the bed. Meanwhile, the heat of new romance burned fiercely elsewhere. A completely naked woman lay on the sofa, her alluring figure exposed. The man carried her to the bed. On the other end of the camera feed, the boss licked his dry lips, his gaze piercing through the screen to fix it on the girl's scorching figure, revealing a murderous ferocity. The next day's sunlight seemed unusually normal. As the couple embraced in the courtyard, the girl's hair tangled around the man's wrist. When they kissed, the scene was clearly visible to the fat man by the restaurant window. He sprinkled white powder into his coffee, his gaze still glued to the patch of skin. The spoon clinked against the cup as he stirred, like counting down the seconds until his prey stepped into the trap. Suddenly, the ringing of a bell pierced the silence. Before they could react, the fat man burst out, shotgun in hand, and the man yanked the pistol from his waist. Black muscles met black muscles. But at that critical moment, he suddenly released the trigger, the gun clattering to the ground. They sped away in the car. As they rounded the first bend, police lights began flashing. The girl leaned out to ask what was happening, but the man behind her was smothered with a cloth soaked in ether over his mouth and nose. Then the girl was struck by a tranquilizer dart, and both collapsed. The other girl in the car, thinking escape was still possible, jumped out and ran frantically toward the exit. Unexpectedly, she was shot by the blonde woman. Then the fake cops struggled to knock her unconscious. They were taken away.